Hey everybody, it's Michelle again. I'm back for another installment of acrylic skins making jewelry. Where we left off, I was deciding what to do this. I was pouring some resin to make a cab to fit this, and the hole I chose was just barely too big. So what I decided to do was pour the remaining of my resin directly in the bezel. That's another way of doing it. And this is my first layer. I learned that you want to go really lightly. You know, one layer, let it dry, go another layer, because that way you can put a torch to it or whatever and get the bubbles out easier. If you put a really deep layer in there, then if the bubbles are at the bottom, you can't get to them. But this turned out really good, and I wanted to make it more dome-like. Unfortunately, what I did was I put my finger on it lightly to see if it was dry after a day, and it was still wet, and so there I got this little bump there, a little fingerprint. I don't know if you can see it. So what I did is kind of sand it with a nail file. You know how you get one of those buffer things to smooth out your nails before you paint them? I lightly went over that to get it smooth again. And since I was going to dome it anyway, put more on there, it works out good because that's what you do. You just kind of smooth it out and put a little bit more on there. Also, I have skins out and a bezel out, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So, and also when last you tuned in, we did this, and this is what it looks like all shined up and glued in and done. That's what we did together. So that's done. You just add a little bail to it and a chain, or a jump ring and a chain, and you're ready to go. Alright, so I might not talk much during this one because I'm mainly turned on the camera just because I felt like I needed to do some arts and crafts to get my mind off of things that are going on in my life. And I thought, you know, putting on camera and getting ready and all that kind of kept me from doing that. And I just needed something to get my mind off my worries. So I might just go ahead and do these, and if I think of something, I'll bring it up. If not, no biggie. I'll just edit it, talk over it, or put some music to it, or fast forward it. We'll find out. But I thought you might want to come along for the ride. Alright. So, I'm going to get down in the comfortable phase for me here. I can see it up close. And I'm going to dome it. You just want to put a little bit in the middle and stop, because it self-levels. And you doming, you want it, you know, the edges to not be as high as the center anyways. Yeah. Let it do its thing. I'm going to go over it with a torch to make sure there's no bubbles. Because doing it this way, you can really see the bubbles. Alright. Now for this. Pick out a skin, pick out a bezel. Instead of putting the glass on, like I did this one, and moving it around to see what looks good, I'm just gonna kind of set it in here, and I'm gonna press down so that it creates the pattern of the bezel. See how it looks. think I like that. And what this is the back of a skin. When I go to trim it, I'll show you. Sometimes you think, you know, like this, say this piece, for instance, is busy, or you like it busy, that's fine. If you don't, see, this is the front of it. It's way more busier. This one's really, I like it a lot better on the back. So lift this out. Okay, see the indent? Don't know if you can, the light. Okay, there we go. Try not to handle that much or else you press it back out of shape. It's always better to cut it a little bit bigger than cutting it too small, because you always trim it. So yeah, this is the alternate way of how I did it last time. So I thought I'd make a video while I'm at it and show you there's more than one way to get things done. And I'm not going to say skin the cat, because I love cats. Totally against cat abuse, even figuratively. Okay, see how pretty that is? Do you see that? Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the new glue. This is a very unflattering view of me. Oh well. Like I said, this channel's about authenticity and expectations. And besides, you know, there's a lot of good YouTubers out there that have been on camera in weird positions without makeup and done just fine. There's a lot in there. It's really lumpy. Lumpy, lumpy. Oh my gosh. I'm channeling Graveyard Girl. So you know how I spent today, part of today, huh? Alrighty. We'll just set that bad boy in there. And we'll burnish it. Make sure it sticks really good all around. No silver sticking up. Be gentle so you don't want to scratch it. Sticky. So sticky. Alright. That's what it looks like. Now we're just going to pour the resin on there. Usually you'd let it dry, let the glue dry first before you put the resin on. I forgot that when I did this, but it turned out okay so far. Let's cross our fingers. It was a test. Starting to think I have ADD or something because I want to get things done that I stop thinking about, ooh, maybe I should wait. I want to show you guys. Should I wait? So now that's wet. That's wet glue. I just glued this onto the skin, and you know, I think that I need to put clamps on that one. Another thing I learned, do not put the clamps directly on the glass and the skin because it will put an indent in your skin and you can't get it out. Don't do that. That is when you find that board that I had, which I put away. See what happens when I put things away? You gotta live an artist's life. Leave things out so you can get to them. That strikes you. So this isn't hard. I don't know if that will work. This is a pour that I did. I was going to do it as a background, kind of a Tiffany pink, and I was going to just use this background to put Breakfast at Tiffany decal on it. And everybody pointed out in my Facebook group that, look, it's a dolphin. Look, it's a manatee. So, you know, of course I couldn't slap something right over the top of that. Had to save it that way. But this is a gesso board, so I am going to use that to clamp to, since it's available. Clamp. Yes, it's late, by the way. It is probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep because of all this stuff in my head. So I'm a little silly. Might be a little bit more entertaining. Anyway, we'll let that dry. We'll let that dry. I should let this dry, but I don't wanna. The reason why is because sometimes if the glue or glaze below is still wet and this dries, it will create a fog, and you won't like that. You'll be so sad. So that's why I'm kind of leery. It didn't on that one, so I think I'm gonna go for it just for entertainment value or lesson. Here it goes. Can you see it? Okay, you don't want to put too much in, like I said. Like I say, I've been pouring, so instead of using a stick, which might create lines, I'm just gonna pour it. I'm worried about this bale lifting it up so that it might not be level and pool down there. So we have to fix that. I'm going to use this bezel here to set this on. So the bale part is up, so it will dry out even. you gotta hold your mouth just right, by the way. When you're tilting, it just helps, you know. Same thing with playing drums, by the way. All right, so this has to dry before I put another layer on it. And this will harden if I wait, so we'll just get out this trusty little doodad here and pick one of these. See, that was too big last time. So we will... So, pour very slowly, because you do it fast, it's going to make bubbles. This is pretty shallow, this one. If it wasn't so shallow, I would do a layer and fire it and do a layer, but again, that's just to make the bubbles go away. Just to be sure. Let's see, what else should we do? I have to think of what bezels I have that one might need these. Do I have enough for that? This is one of the deep ones that I was talking about. So I'm going to pour some in. I'm going to fire it. I'm going to pour more in. Try to keep those pesky bubbles out. Okay. Can't really see if there's bubbles. This lighting sucks. Fairy godmother, please send a studio. Big ring lights. A workstation. So we're going to set that aside and dry. And there you have it. Another installment. Acrylic skin making jewelry. It took a little bit shorter than I thought it would. But rather than go into something totally different, like painting, I've been wanting to paint over that one dip, or that one strainer pour. But I'm going to save that for another video. So, until next time. If you like this, please like. If you dislike, like. Subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what you want to see. If you do this yourself, tell me about it. Let me know which method you prefer. Talk to you later. Bye.